Hello and welcome to the Filmhouse Show, the home of movies and cinema in Nigeria. My name is Joke Akinola, and I'm coming to you from the Leisure Mall in Surulere, where I'll be enjoying the day at the Filmhouse Cinema. Key to everything we do is to get you guys at home involved in the cinema experience. It's going to be an amazing show filled with all things cinema, the movies, the fans, and of course, you can't forget the popcorn. So if you're on social media, please follow us. On Facebook, it's the Filmhouse Cinemas. On Twitter, it's at Filmhouse Cinema. And on Instagram, it's at Filmhouse Cinemas. So stay tuned and let's see what's coming up on today's show.
You're not qualified for what happens next.
We have a rundown on the latest film showing in cinemas across Nigeria. We have veteran actor Ramsey Noah in the house to talk about his latest film. The fans reveal their answers to some interesting questions on Fan Zone. It's a packed show, so stay tuned.
It seems Jennifer Lawrence is starting off the new year with a bang. Her new film, Joy, in which she plays a leading role, is coming out this weekend. The 25-year-old award-winning actress, known for her roles in top films such as Hunger Games and X-Men, has become a favorite in the movie industry and heralded as one of the most promising young actresses of our time. Here are our top 5 Jennifer Lawrence performances.
Katniss Everdeen from the Hunger Games franchise is in at the top, where Lawrence plays a small-town girl from District 12 who survived the Hunger Games and turned a nation of slaves into an army.
I don't believe you have jurisdiction in this matter.
I'm afraid I do, son.
Coming in second is her role as Raven Darkholme Mystique in the X-Men franchise, where she brings her own take to the previously portrayed character. Rosalind Roosevelt is the unstable wife of a con artist who alternates between ratting her husband out to the cops to jealousy at the relationship between him and his partner. She comes off kind of crazy and still delivers a great role in The American Hustle.
Fucking crazy because
In at number 4 is Jennifer Lawrence's performance as Tiffany Maxwell in Silver Linings Playbook, where she plays a young widow and aspiring dancer. Lawrence makes you connect with her character with this outstanding performance.
Tiffany! Hey, Tiffany!
Finally, her star-making representation of Ree Dolly in Winter's Bone earned Lawrence an Oscar nomination, and many say introduced her to most of the world.
And now Joy, her new release, hits the cinema this weekend. Let's see if it'll join the rankings. Here's the trailer.
We got here from hard work, patience, and humility. So I want to tell you, don't ever think that the world owes you anything, because it doesn't. The world doesn't owe you a thing. I was valedictorian in high school. I got into a fancy college. I stayed here because my parents are getting divorced.
No! You know what you are, Terry? You're like a gas leak. We don't see you, we don't smell you, but you're silently killing us all.
Maybe your dreams are all hope for now.
That's a nice way of putting it.
You're so beautiful. You could have married anybody. You could have married a doctor, a lawyer, a nice man, instead of this. I don't even know what to call this guy.
Are you seriously talking about this right now?
I believe ordinary meets the extraordinary every single day.
I have real ambitions and real ideas.
We're making an invention, and it's very serious.
Joy's never run a business in her entire life.
It's my fault. I gave her the confidence to think she was more than just an unemployed housewife.
I don't want to end up like my family. I have to do things myself once and for all.
Okay, Godspeed, good luck, here we go.
As you grow up and come into the world that has all sorts of things in it, money, crime, betrayal, seems like you're shaking us down.
You can pay more.
I can't, and I won't. When you realize that the only thing you're gonna have is what you make.
You are in a room, and there is a gun on the table.
I want my life to be.
The only other person in the room is an adversary in commerce. Only one of you can prevail. Do you pick up the gun, Joy?
I pick up the gun. Listen to me. Never speak on my behalf about my business again.
To love somebody. To love somebody.
And there you have it, Jennifer Lawrence in all her glory. Let's find out from the fans what their take is on this likable actress. Our fan zone question for today is, what is your favorite Jennifer Lawrence movie?
My favorite Jennifer Lawrence movie is American Hustle, and that's because I saw a different side of her.
My favorite Jennifer Lawrence movie would be Like Crazy. It's a 2011 film. It's about a love story about first love and what couples have to face, staying together, staying apart, long distance relationship and all of that.
What's my favorite Jennifer Lawrence movie? Actually, it's X-Men, where she was Raven. And I loved it because she could change personality. She could change to anybody. I mean, I could just be Jennifer Lawrence right now.
There's a lot in store for movie lovers this week, as we've got a great selection of films to watch in the cinema. So here's a run through of the movies currently showing across cinemas in Nigeria, so you can pick a film to watch this weekend.
A young FBI agent infiltrates an extraordinary team of extreme sports athletes he suspects of masterminding a string of unprecedented, sophisticated corporate heists. Point Break is inspired by the classic 1991 hit. Music manager Dave is not only enjoying a growing career, but a blossoming romance with Samantha, a beautiful doctor. Through a series of misunderstandings, the chipmunks start to believe that a marriage proposal is on the horizon. Dreading the thought of it, Alvin, Theodore and Simon embarks on a cross-country odyssey to prevent their best pal from ruining their lives.
You're not qualified for what happens next.
Vin Diesel plays Calder, who managed to slay an all-powerful witch queen, disseminating her followers in the process. Before her death, she cursed the valiant warrior with her own immortality, separating him from his beloved wife and daughter in the afterlife. Her resurrection now threatens the survival of the human race as Calder, the only one of his kind remaining, faces her vengeful wrath.
I found a disease that no one has ever seen.
While conducting an autopsy on a former NFL player, accomplished pathologist Dr. Bennett Umalu, played by Will Smith, uncovers the truth about brain damage in football players who suffer repeated concussions in the course of normal play. As other athletes face the same diagnosis, the crusading doctor embarks on a mission to raise public awareness about the dangers of football-related head trauma.
They have to listen to us.
Looking for something a little different? Maybe something from the Nollywood industry? Here's some alternative films currently showing.
Bajirao Mastani is an Indian historical romantic drama that tells the tale of romance between an Indian general, Peshwa Bajirao, and his second wife, Mastani. This film follows the life of 4 independent women and their journeys living in the city of Lagos, starring Dakori Akonde as Tola, Ireti Doyle as Elizabeth, Omoni Oboli as Maria, and Nse Ikpeyetim as Kate. These high-powered friends must find ways of juggling career and an often complicated personal life as they approach 50.
My movie's about to start, so we're taking a quick break and I'll see you after. Welcome back to the Filmhouse Show. We're coming to you from the Filmhouse Cinema in the Surulere Leisure Mall. Filmhouse is the largest cinema chain in Nigeria, with 9 operating cinemas and more in the works. Follow us on our social media platforms. On Facebook, it's the Filmhouse Cinemas. On Twitter, it's at Filmhouse Cinema. And on Instagram, it's at Filmhouse Cinemas. It's time to check in with the fans for our fan zone question of the day. If you could choose one actor or one actress to be stuck on an island with, who would it be and why?
I will go for John Dumelo. That's because I like the way he speaks.
Yeah, I prefer Aliberi because she's sexy and romantic.
Okay, if I could choose an actor, I think I would choose Will Smith. Why? Because he's so handsome.
It's a tough question, kind of. But I think a combination of Angelina Jolie and Jennifer Lopez all put together in the body of Kiki Palmer, I think that would be cool for me.
If I say that I should choose an actor or an actress, definitely I would choose Janet Beef Why is that Genevieve, she's beautiful in complexion, and 2 is that I like the way she acts, and maybe that's all what I can say for that.
One of Nigeria's most notable actors is set to release his new movie, Elephant in the Room, this weekend. And of course, you know, I had to get you an exclusive interview. So I have here with me award-winning veteran actor Ramsey Noah, here to talk about his new film. Hi Ramsey, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
So, Elephant in the Room, how did that project come about?
I've been trying to like bridge the gap between, you know, different countries in Africa. You know what I'm saying? Like doing a movie in Nigeria and in Ghana, in Kenya, in South Africa. I want to make it seem as if it's one country rather than like a continent, you know?
Yeah.
Where you can just pick a plane without any visas to any of those countries.
Yeah.
Like we're like families.
We should
So
be.
basically, I did this one in Sierra Leone with one of the top actresses there, Zainab Sharif.
Okay.
And we partnered together to put it together.
But why did you work with her? Like, had you worked with her in the past before? What was your relationship?
Actually, it's my first. You know,
Okay.
and she came out of Big Brother house, you know, and she became a very strong, notable face in Sierra Leone. And we met at one of the award event, I think, in Ghana. One of the the movie award event in Ghana. And then she's there. She's been saying she wants to do a movie. She wants to do a movie. She did one with John DeMello first, and then mine was second.
Okay, nice. What was it like working with her?
Ha! She's a pain in the neck, a big
Really?
one. But
Why?
Yeah, but because she was also she was also an actor. She was producing, and she knew very little about it, but she was very willing to learn.
What,
And,
willing to learn about acting? Or
producing actually.
Okay.
Yeah, and the acting too. She was giving me problems. I was like, no, that's not the expression. No, that's not what I want, and everything. Yeah.
Sorry, are you a bit of a perfectionist? I'm getting that
Kind of, yes.
OCD
I
vibe
could
here.
be, yes, I could be, yeah.
Okay, so what was it like working in Sierra Leone? Like, had you worked there before?
No, it was my first filming, but I've been there a few times, you know, for
Okay.
other things, yeah. So they were very accommodating, and the people were very nice. They
Yeah.
were really, really cool people, you know, all the actors and everybody, they were so nice. I had fun there, you know, even though it was very tiring because they were in very, very good technically, the few people that I worked with. I went down with my cameraman, you know, the light man, and the sound man, and also the makeup artist. But that's the few that I went with. And we didn't have much at our disposal for lights. The camera crew, besides the cameraman, couldn't do much. So I ended up being a PA on set and, you know, carrying stuffs and moving things. And they're not like Nigerians, you know. They don't know about guerrilla filmmaking like we do. You know, where we get on board and then, you know, fast pace. They're like a bit laid back. So every time you got to be screaming and shouting like, what the hell? Why should it take you so long just to set up the light? Why should it take you long to bring the tracks? Come on, you know. So I had, you know, that big vein on my forehead at some point in time.
My name is Carolina George.
Okay.
I need a job.
Really?
Yeah.
Sorry, dear, we're not hiring now.
What do you mean you guys won't hire? They will hire your type, but me, they don't want me in this company.
Okay, so what can you tell us about the film? What it's about? Like, what kind of genre is it? Why should people come and watch it?
It's a rom-com, you know. It's a romantic comedy, which it settles in Sierra Leone. It's about this girl who a returnee from Europe, and wants to like get into the system in Sierra Leone. Like the kind of story that can happen here.
Okay.
You know, she comes back home without any formal, you know, educational background, with none of those, and yet she wants to work in big highbrow companies and office, which is one I have, and she was a pain in my neck, always coming back to my office looking for a job.
Yeah.
But she had something going for her. She had very good hindsight and foresight to know things and see things happening.
Okay.
And well, in the end, he employed her, and you know, we'll leave the rest for them to come and see.
Okay, so go and see the movie, yeah? So I think the fans want to know, any other projects coming up?
Well, we got a couple in the offing where there's one we're working on right now, myself and my partner, Charles Opaleke.
Okay.
We're working on Living in Bondage. We're trying to reenact, Living in Bondage.
We talked about that before on one of the episodes, like the classics.
Yeah, the classics. We're trying to bring back the classics. Yeah, so we're trying to remake it. Balance the equation of how it was back then and how it is now. So the old and the contemporary, infusing it.
Nice.
Yeah, so we're still getting all the old actors, most of the old actors, and getting new actors on board.
Oh, cool. It's like old meets new.
Exactly.
Yeah, I like the way that sounds.
Equation of balance.
So anyway, thank you very much for joining us today. Like, you've been amazing. Like, I've learned so much from you.
Have you now?
Yeah, actually have.
What did you learn? How to kiss, yeah?
I don't like to... Excuse me. No, I did not learn that, by the way, guys. Don't listen. Anyway, so yeah, thank you so much. We've got the trailer for Elephants in the Room coming up, so watch it and enjoy.
My name is Carolina George.
Okay.
I need a job.
Really?
Yeah.
Sorry, dear, we're not hiring now.
What do you mean you guys won't hire? They will hire your type, but me, they don't want me in this company. We love contact big man, big fool. Look you on Jerry here. We love contact now from Europe. Those are local area in Africa. Look where you fever, like never pay office. We're not gonna give us in job now this place. Idiot.
Connect.
What kind of shit all this, Leonard?
You count plenty money?
Nope.
Then, waiting.
I invested all my money.
On what?
Clothing. You dress up for success. Hello, Daddy.
Daddy? I have 2 daughters and you definitely know what I'm doing.
Perhaps some wild oat you said long ago.
Wait, I don't ever want to see you in these premises again. Do you understand me? Now leave this place, now! Get the AGM for me.
But you just fired a lady, you can give me her job.
You get college paper?
We don't need college paper. I'm very smart, I can read people, therefore I'm qualified.
Without a resume? What a joke.
It's good to have pretty girls around you in meetings so they can disarm and distract your competition. And I don't know if you've noticed, but I have a really good sense of style. I can be your personal shopper. And I can actually read and write. I bet you didn't see that coming. You want me, Carolina George, to be your nanny? Excuse me? No, I haven't done that before. I know I'm desperate for a job, but I won't go that low.
Sit down, I'll be right back.
Okay. $10,000 would do. Yeah, you see money. Look at how you poor.
You got the work or you not get time?
I got the work nearly till I start tomorrow.
What was that? Who was that?
That's Sarah, the maid.
That is what I paid you to do.
Not anymore. I'm the super. Sarah! How about this?
Hey, Jesus! Don't kill her.
You're ungrateful, do you know that?
Huh?
You don't really know who is on your side, do you? Anyways, thanks for bailing me out.
Keep off my father and take your hustle elsewhere. Do you understand?
She even calls me a stray dog. How dare she?
Why? Why do you always embarrass me like this? Tell me!
All I ever wanted was to make you happy. Just so you can be proud tonight. But no, not with you.
But what's wrong?
Is it happening now?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I didn't plan for this, so there's no ring. For now, ring.
Hello, Freetown. I'm standing here with the perfect man.
It was so good to have Ramsey Noah in the house. Make sure to check his movie that's out now. Coming up next is Office Gist.
The big news this week is the coming together of the largest cinema chain in West Africa, Filmhouse Cinemas, and the largest cinema chain in East Africa, Century Cinemax. So Filmhouse recently engaged an important strategic alliance with Century Cinemax in a unique working relationship aimed at expanding the opportunities for our film titles across East and West Africa. Now, Filmhouse directors Kenny Okosa, Moses Babatope, Craig Sean, and myself recently met with the directors of Century Cinemax, Muslim Ghaffar and Shafina Ghaffar in London. We discussed avenues for maximizing box office revenues from our cinemas. We discussed marketing campaigns. We also discussed cross-distribution of films titles between East and West Africa, covering Hollywood, Bollywood, Nollywood, and other African titles. Filmhouse has 9 cinemas in Nigeria, and Century Cinemax has cinemas in Kenya, Tanzania, and Uganda. Very soon, there'll be a lot more screens to release our films across Africa. Now, that's excellent news for blockbuster Nollywood films. You know what? I think very soon we'll start seeing co-production and films between Nigeria and countries like Tanzania, Kenya, or Uganda. We'll start seeing major producers or indeed mega film stars from these countries come together and collaborate to produce blockbuster African movies. So watch this space. A lot of things are going to happen soon. Yeah. And so there you have it. That's the big news in the Nigerian film industry this week. And as always, remember, for all the big news in Nigerian film industry, keep watching Filmhouse Show.
It's always great to hear from the MD of Filmhouse. Coming up next is movie gossip.
The much talked about movie 50 has continued in its record-breaking streak, having made 54 million naira and counting in just 2 weeks. Despite competition from about 8 films also showing across cinemas, 50 has triumphed gallantly at the box office. Is Lillian Esoro Franklin trying to tell us something? The actress who tied the knot with Triple MG CEO Ubi Franklin last November was seen sporting what seemed to look like a baby bump at the 2015 Heady Awards as she presented with fellow actor Osi Ukeje. She rocked a white shift dress with a radiant glow, but it was almost impossible for viewers to ignore the bump. There have been reports that Beyoncé is keen to tell the story of Satyajit Bartman, a woman who was exhibited in the freak show in the 1800s for her large bottom. It has been said that the drunken love hitmaker wants to gain more respect as an actress and hopefully win awards, so she has hired a string of acting coaches and writers to make the movie happen.
As usual, it has been an entertaining day here at the Filmhouse Cinema in Surulere Leisure Mall. Make sure to tune into this show every week for all your movie updates. And you never know, you might be joining me for a movie. Keep up to date with us on our social media platforms. On Facebook, it's the Filmhouse Cinemas. On Twitter, it's at Filmhouse Cinema. And on Instagram, it's at Filmhouse Cinemas. If it's cinema in Nigeria, then Filmhouse is the place to be. See you guys next time.
Let's